The perfect quick and easy weeknight crockpot meal. So I took about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I just cut them and trimmed off some of the excess fat. I added 1 packet of Italian dry seasoning mix and then about 1/4 cup of Olive Garden Italian dressing. And then I topped it with chicken broth. I used about 2 cups for this recipe. You could add a little bit more. I ended up adding just a tiny bit more at the end just to cover the chicken thighs completely. I like to use the lower sodium chicken broth because the seasoning does have some salt in it. Then this was the key ingredient for me. This was the sweet and spicy mustard sauce from Trader Joe's. I did about 1 to 2 tablespoons. Then I put this on high for about 4 to 6 hours. Like and follow to see what I do with this easy chicken recipe.
We're making low-carb, high-veggie cauliflower fried rice. While your onion cooks, grate in your garlic and your ginger, then add your peppers, carrots, cauliflower rice, and let that cook for a bit before you add in your soy sauce, sesame oil, and fish sauce. Just don't smell it first. In go the peas. They cook for a bit, and then I create a space in the center to scramble my eggs. I think I used 6 this time. Then slowly you want to incorporate the veggie into the eggs. Plate and finish with some chili oil, sesame seeds, and scallions. I think there's about 8 different veggies in this dish.
I cannot make enough of this stuff. My kids love it.
Today, there's an easy answer.
What do you want to eat? Pizza rolls or pizza rolls? Let's make these ones.
Start with pizza dough, and whether you make your own or you buy it pre-made, which is just fine, you want to roll it thin into a 12 by 18 inch rectangle. The toppings are basil, garlic powder, pizza sauce, low moisture mozzarella, and pepperoni. Add them in order, but take it easy with both the sauce and the cheese. You don't want to overload this, although you do want full pepperoni coverage. Now starting at one of the 12-inch sides, gently roll it up and cut it into 7 equal pieces. Lay your rolls into a cast iron skillet, leaving a little room for expansion, and bake at 425 for 15 to 17 minutes, finishing with fresh basil and Parmesan. Why should you make these? Because everyone's going to love them, they're easy, and they have a perfect crust. So while some days the decision seems tough,
this is the most important video you're going to see today because it's the one that's going to teach you how to make the best cheesy bread. Spread melted butter all over a rolled out pizza crust. Add some garlic, salt, and pepper. Throw a little parm on top. Then you're going to add some shredded mozzarella cheese. And don't be shy with the cheese, it's cheesy bread. Now add a little dried parsley. Just make sure everything's nice and evenly spread out before you bake it. 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it's going to look like that when it comes out. Let it cool slightly before you cut it. This smells absolutely incredible. You're going to give it 1 big horizontal cut and then a bunch of vertical cuts like this. I don't push my recipes on you guys often, but this is one you got to try.
I have not made anything breakfast related in the longest time. I love breakfast food. I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious frittata. It's perfect for a weekend brunch or even meal prep throughout the week. I'm starting off with 8 eggs that I'm going to whisk with 1/2 cup of heavy cream, some salt and pepper, set that aside, and then I'm going to chop up a head of kale and a red bell pepper. If you're not a kale fan, I promise you won't really taste it that much, but you could use spinach for this too. I'm gonna cook all of this in a cast iron pan. If you don't have cast iron, you could still do this in a nonstick pan. Just transfer everything to a casserole dish before the eggs. I'm starting off with 2 tubes of chorizo, and if you're not breaking your sausage open like this, you're welcome. When the chorizo is fully cooked, I'm gonna add the bell pepper, kale, let that cook down, and then add the egg mixture. Mix it all so that it's nice and distributed. Top it with feta cheese. It's gonna go in the oven for 25 minutes on 375. Pat off the grease. I'm topping it with Greek yogurt and pico de gallo. It's so good. If you try it, tag me and hit that follow button for more easy recipes.
We just saw the trend for grilled cheese croutons and tomato soup, so here's us making it with all TJ's ingredients.
See, this just is not cute.
Eat them separately.
Perfect salmon every time. Line a sheet with tinfoil, put your fillets on top. After that, Hellmann's mayonnaise, squirt it right on there. Enough for both of them. Spread it around with a spatula. Then you're going to use a little bit of salt and pepper on top. And my favorite seasoning, which is going to be some rosemary and some thyme. Then you're going to put your salmon into a cold oven. Yes, I said cold, no preheating. Double check it's cold. You're going to time it at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. By the time your timer and preheat are all done, you're going to have the perfectly cooked salmon coming right out of that oven. Check it out, y'all. Once it's done, you can go ahead and serve it with your favorite veggies on the side. Enjoy. Follow for more.
Roasted vegetables that don't suck. Let me show you how to make them.
Drop your veggies of choice and place on a baking sheet. Drizzle with some olive oil. Season generously. I use garlic, paprika, salt, and pepper. Toss that together. Bake it in the oven at 450.
If you're a salty snacker like me, this is probably the easiest snack you can make. You take Greek yogurt or sour cream, mix it with a good amount of taco seasoning, and add a little bit of milk if you don't like it thick. I highly recommend this.
Did you know potatoes are the most satisfying food? This is how I make my twice-baked loaded mashed potatoes. Bring a pot of water to a boil and add salt and your potatoes. Cook for 30 minutes or until soft and then peel and mash together. I add butter, cream cheese, sour cream, a splash of milk, sharp cheddar cheese, bacon bits. You can throw chives in or you could just top them. Blend everything smoothly together and then put into an oven-safe dish. I garnish mine with chives, bacon, and cheese. Broil at 400 for 10 minutes and you're done.
Tater tot casserole, only 4 ingredients. First, spread out your hamburger in the bottom of a dish. Then you're going to add a whole bag of frozen tater tots. And then on top of the tater tots, you're going to add a 26-ounce can of cream of mushrooms. Spread that around so all the tater tots are covered. Then after that, you're going to add your cheese, whatever you desire. I usually use a bag of cheddar. Then you're going to salt and pepper to your taste. And after you've salt and peppered, you're going to bake for 40 to 45 minutes in an oven at 350, and there you go. Yum. Enjoy.
Today, let's make Jessica Alba's famous turkey meatballs. Yep, she's got a recipe for us too. These are actually really good. She uses an alternate method of cooking them, which makes them moist and flavor-packed. Let's go. In a bowl, combine ground turkey, panko, finely chopped carrots, zucchini, onion, 2 eggs, oil, and season like you mean it with parsley, thyme, salt, and pepper. Form you some golf-sized meatballs and in a large skillet heat your oil. Add the meatballs and cook 5 minutes on medium-low, turning them until brown. Add your chicken broth and cover the pan. Reduce the heat to low. Cook another 4 minutes, remove the cover, and cook until liquid is absorbed. Love your life.
Let's make an In-N-Out burger. Caramelize your onions. Use mayo, ketchup, pickles, and pickle juice for your sauce. We grind our own ribeye, but you can use ground beef from the store. Smash down your patties, apply mustard to both patties, flip, and add your cheese. Put your caramelized onions on one patty and top with the other patty. Assemble your burger, use lettuce, tomato, put down your patties, and top with your top bun and enjoy. This is how I make the salad that I serve with almost every single meal. It's super simple but delicious. Get your bowl and add in washed spinach. Add in half of an avocado. Add in a diced tomato. Fresh mozzarella. I really like the marinated fresh mozzarella from Trader Joe's. Add in a little bit of olive oil, some salt, pepper, about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, pinch of red chili flakes. The most important part, chop it up. Top with Lucifer's balsamic or just a balsamic glaze. There you go.
Here's a fun way to eat more zucchini. Peel them into wide strips, cook some chicken with some spices and enchilada sauce. Then stuff that chicken mixture inside of 3 layers of zucchini. Roll it up and repeat with as many as you'd like. Layer them in a baking dish, add some enchilada sauce on top, and then add some cheese. Bake in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes until they're nice and golden. So good.
Not being able to tailgate is no fun for anyone. But we can still homegate, so let me show you how I do it my way using some Eckrich smoked sausage. Now let's go! Here's what you need. Mustard mayo, super easy to make. Sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, banana peppers, some brioche slider rolls or any kind will do. And of course your Eckrich smoked sausage. So we'll just half our buns, get into the Eckrich smoked sausage, and we're gonna measure the sausage to the bun and slice. Now slice the sausage into thirds, medium-low pan, little neutral oil. Drop your Eckrich smoked sausage. I find this is best cooked over a low heat. Enter your homegate chair and take in the smells. About 3 minutes and flip. Add your Swiss cheese. Pop this under the broiler. Okay, let's build. Make sure to toast those buns. Mustard mayo going down. Eckrich smoked sausage, sauerkraut, and some banana peppers up top. Get that lid on and slice into individual portions. And boom. When I homegate, this is how I do me. How do you do you? Happy home getting, my friends. You know I love you and I'm out.
I'm making Mongolian beef. My piece of backstrap is still frozen. That's intentional because I need to slice this into very thin pieces. I'm adding 1/4 cup of cornstarch, searing both sides. We're gonna add ground ginger, minced garlic, water, soy sauce, brown sugar. The sauce is thickening. As someone who hunts for food, this part of it is so rewarding.